Maybe Tekken 8, I am not sure, but like most likely it will be my last game.
Wait, yo, these people are crazy. Yo, these people are crazy. Michael Murray, yo, I like Michael Murray. This man says it with his chest. Yes, it is 13 frames. Yes, crouch status.
Shining user, FFB homing. You can see the effect added. Be homing. You can see the giant swing and shining user, FFB homing. The right punch is a natural combo. で中段の発生この RK があるのでなかなかしゃがみづらい and with a mid option as well, so that your opponent isn't going to easily be able to duck.
Taking chip damage for playing good defense. Remember when they said they were reducing the chip damage, by the way, and strengthening the defense in this patch, and then they showcased us a bunch of offensive buffs and more chip damage?
Oh, yo, what? They just put chip damage on a broken throw. They just put chip damage on a broken throw. I don't care how little damage it does. I don't care how little damage that is. You've got to be shitting in my mouth. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding?
And they hate how we limit the options using like our own, like our movement, our timings, our like understanding of positioning. They hate all of that, right?
Oh my god! Can't find the timing on this set stuff.
Yeah. Oh!
VDX finds the face.
So they're making characters, they're making game design to counter how we limit the game, so that it becomes more random and like less competitively solid.
On the clock. Arson 6 wins. Second.
Can't find the timing on this set stuff.
Yeah. Oh!
VDX finds the face.
Will this be it? Will this be it?
Oh, over Arslan Ash, the whole crowd is giving him pride.
As it currently stands, they have succeeded. When I play Tekken 8, my first instinct is I have to beat the other guy up.
Even if it doesn't touch, you get the chip damage. Oh my god. Did he press? I don't think he did.
You just can't step. You gotta take now this 50-50 throw mix-up, or simply block a safe mid that low crushes and also is homing.
I think this game is going to be fun for a while. We heard the word aggression a lot during the pre-release time of this game, and you know that gives us like a bit of a signal to worry.
Tekken 8はその鉄拳シリーズを新しくしたいっていうところでアグレッシブってキーワードを掲げてその今まで守備的な要素が強かった鉄拳をより攻撃的で
What you're listening to right now is a small dev talk that goes over the balanced direction for Season 2 and the overall philosophy behind Tekken 8 itself. The video, published by Evo FGC, was uploaded just a day before the official Season 2 Tekken talk, and this is where things really started to get messy. But before we dive into all of that, where did this even begin? Well, ultimately the truth is Tekken has a long history of unpopular design decisions that you can trace back to over 20 years of experimenting with the series. And although there's so many details that we can get into to talk about how and why we got here, we're just going to be taking a look at the direct predecessor of the latest entry, which is Tekken 7. This makes it a lot simpler to break down the original principles of Tekken versus how Nakatsu and the Tekken Project team tried to innovate with their newest iteration of the series and where some of these ideas have taken them. Okay, so let me just tell you right now that if you're new to the Tekken series and its community, all the banter online must seem like it's new, unwarranted, or otherwise pretty annoying to deal with when engaging in discussions about the game. But the truth of the matter is that it's always been like this. Even before before the likes of Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit were taking the main stage as consumer feedback. Now, the funny thing about Tekken 7 is that everything the players hated then is what they swear by the seal of Mishima Zaibatsu makes the game so amazing now. And I'm saying this to say that when you go on Twitter and you see people posting some of these clips that they hold so dearly to them because it reminds them of all the wonderful memories that people had throughout the lifespan of Tekken 7, that they're actually highlighting the very thing that people absolutely despised about that game. The game that has been dubbed as Backdash Simulator. Folks don't want to interact with their opponent. You know why? Because nobody wants to deal with safe counter hit launchers that as soon as you get hit by, oh, now you got to go play chase, run after your opponent for the whole rest of the round and hope that you don't get hit again.
And you have a character that, with that move alone, can do devastating damage to the opponent.
Although the move that Main Man is talking about in this particular clip is not a counter hit launcher, the point still remains. There was no shortage of OS for all situation characters in Tekken 7. We're not even going to get into Kunimitsu, Fakaram, Geese, Marduk. I bet some of you are feeling absolutely disgusted to be hearing those names brought up again. And if you are, then that just goes to show your experience with the game is not at all what these people on the internet are trying to sell you. So for anybody who genuinely doesn't know what the Tekken community was going through at the time, I honestly think it's pretty fair to say that there's not much nuance involved here. People didn't like that the neutral game required more patience than Tekken 5, while depending on the character, the reward for the opponent hitting you was just a big, bold-faced reminder that you were apparently not playing enough defense. Sounds pretty ironic when you compare it to Tekken 8, doesn't it? But anyway, this is not a Tekken 7 video, not to go too much off into that direction. That's basically where people sat with that game. In terms of Tekken 8, oh, what's this? Well, you can take your best guess at how the community felt about that. And I think the funny thing is I was initially going to call this video "What the hell is wrong with Tekken 8 Season 2?" But as things began to unfold over time, I think it became more apparent to us that there is something fundamentally wrong behind the scenes with the team at Bandai Namco that we just don't know about. And it looks like as these details are starting to come out more and more, the reason why there's such a clear disconnect between the players and the developers is because there's a disconnect between the developers. We just got word about a week or so from Harada that apparently the team who was responsible for Season 2's battle changes has been fired. Now, while I don't fully believe what he's saying to that capacity, I do think they have been moved out of that position they were otherwise responsible for prior to this patch. Because as we just kind of wrapped up talking about why people didn't like Tekken 7, guess who was in charge of that game? Which is even crazier to think about, because part of that info drop that we got from Harada gave us details that those battle changes that we seen going into Season 2 went unchecked. And so this is interesting to me because when they went live that night on Tekken Talk, does that mean they didn't know what they were expecting to see when they booted the game up? Were they just winging it the whole time and hoping that it looked nice on screen and nobody would notice? And now let me be completely honest here. I've been sitting on this video for a little over a month just so I can see how this Season 2 thing is developing in the community. And honestly, there's just so much stuff happening in the Tekken world right now that I think it's better to break them off into separate pieces. We'll be covering some smaller segments of just what the hell is going on at Tekken Project of Bandai Namco in some future videos. I hope this was informative in at least some capacity. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button with the bell, follow my Twitch account, first link in the description, and I will see you guys next time.